What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Creed back with another video, man. Finally, we got No Limit Records versus Cash Money Records. New verses coming soon. I ain't even checked the date. I'm sorry, I don't know the date. But I will say this. This is gonna be epic. This is gonna be great. I hope everybody can make it from every group. Especially if they're doing songs featuring certain people, man. Make sure they show up, man. We need this for the South, man. We need it. But I'm gonna be honest. I want to know who y'all think gonna win. But I'm gonna tell you who my favorite is and who I think is gonna win and why. All right. First of all, I have a bias. I love Cash Money's sound. I love even the bounce stuff they do. I like the more gangster stuff they do. The lyrics, the artists on the label. Now, Cash Money, as y'all remember, was trying to catch up to what No Limit was doing. It was kind of like a No Limit versus Cash Money thing back in the day. But No Limit is the ones who really jumped that thing right off. If y'all don't remember back in the day. I can't remember the dates. I ain't good with dates, so don't quote me on dates. But the reason I think No Limit may pull away with a victory is because No Limit had more of an impact during that era. You see what I'm saying? And if they choose the right songs, they actually can crush Cash Money. And when I say crush, I don't mean like totally stamp Cash Money out. Cash Money has the longevity, because they kept putting out records, Wayne signing Nicki and Drake and his whole Young Money campaign. That's still part of Cash Money. But I will say this, P had a roster of people, but most of them, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Mac. I liked Mystical. I didn't like a lot of No Limit artists. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It was cool music. It was a lot of yelling, a lot of offbeat rapping. It was a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? The beats were pretty good. The beats were pretty good. The hooks were pretty good. But the raps just didn't do it. But when Cash Money came out and they started really going, they really had the beats, the hooks, and the lyrics on point, other than Birdman and Manny Fresh. They were just flossers. They weren't really saying much. But Lil Wayne, BG, Turk, and Juvenile, when they rapped on stuff, they rapped. You know what I'm saying? Like the hooks were cool. The beats were good. Maybe not as more better than No Limit, but because they were kind of different. No Limit almost had a West Coast type feel, like some Southern dudes rapping over West Coast beats. That's what made it hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's what made No Limit hard. No Limit sounded like some down South dudes rapping over West Coast beats. But Cash Money had a strictly New Orleans sound, and I think that's why they lasted. Because they had their own unique, distinct sound that killed it for years. And you appreciate that as coming from the South. But overall, I think No Limit can win and pull it off if they have everybody, including Snoop, just have an all-star cast. Because Cash Money didn't do a lot of collaborations with a lot of people. A lot of people didn't work with them. They worked with Juvenile, but they didn't work with a lot of artists. They were pretty much in-house, and everybody was going to jail and all that stuff. So Cash Money at that time, I'm just talking about the time frame of when No Limit and Cash Money were popping together. You know what I'm saying? Of course, No Limit was way more popping than Cash Money at that time. But Cash Money was doing their thing, though. But that's the reason why I think No Limit may pull a victory if Cash Money sticks to that time era. Now, if they go into Drake and Nicki, see, Drake and Nicki, we know ain't gonna beat them. Let's just be 100. So, even if they do a Drake and Nicki song, it ain't gonna hit the same if they don't show up. So that's what I think, man. I wish I was more of a No Limit fan, but I really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But No Limit wasn't no slouch when it came to marketing, promotion, and doing their thing. But I just think No Limit had bigger records at that time. But Cash Money, as soon as they start heating up, as soon as they start really getting it, they got it and ran with it for the last 10, 15, however many years. But let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on